Tanishk, I can't understand this. How the hell, man? This deal is absolute madness.
Sir, this is easily the best smartphone deal on the internet right now.
Yeah, man, I completely agree on that. And nobody's talking about it either. Let's fix that, right? Alright, so we've found the best flagship phone under rupees 50,000 right now with the latest flagship specs. IP69 rating, 3x periscope, a Dimensity 9400 chip. I think you guys already probably know about it. Anyway, I'll talk about this smartphone deal and a few more phones in this list of the best smartphones under rupees 50,000. Alright, if you're here for the first time, I'm Ashad. You're watching Trakin Tech English, your destination for detailed, incisive gadget reviews. So the first phone recommendation in my list is the Xiaomi 14 CV, which is not just under 50,000, it's actually under 40,000, it's actually under 35,000 rupees with discounts. Now there is a reason why I'm recommending this and not the Xiaomi 14, which obviously is a fantastic deal under 50,000 rupees, primarily because the Xiaomi 14, when we were searching for it online, it is completely out of stock. So if you can find the Xiaomi 14 for under rupees 50,000, then definitely that would be a better deal. But otherwise, even the Xiaomi 14 CV was a phone that surprised me last year. The advantage on the Xiaomi 14 CV is definitely that gorgeous 6.55-inch AMOLED display. It's a 1.5K resolution display and it's a quad curve display as well. Plus, you've got 3000 nits of peak brightness, Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection, HDR support, Dolby Vision support, all of that. Xiaomi doesn't hold back when it comes to great display quality. The Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 might not be the most powerful chipset in this list, but what Xiaomi did with the 14 CV is that it tuned it really well. So what you can get is consistently good flagship performance. And for the rest of the performance, you've got LPDDR5X RAM type, UFS 4.0 storage, and even the cameras take decently good looking pictures. You get a 50MP primary, a 50MP 2x telephoto lens, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide as well. Plus on the front, you've got a dual 32 megapixel selfie camera with ultra wide selfies. So yeah, the selfie quality also looks very good. And the charging speed's at 67 watts, which is fine. The problem with the Xiaomi 14 CV is the battery life is not the best. And the other thing is you do not get any IP rating. But otherwise, definitely a good deal and a good phone under rupees 50,000. The next recommendation from me would be the OnePlus 13R. Honestly, I was expecting to find a OnePlus 12 under rupees 50,000 because then I would have recommended that phone instead. But the OnePlus 12 is still not available for under rupees 50,000. And in that scenario, the OnePlus 13R becomes a better bet. Now with the 13R, you all know it and you're well aware that it is a very good performance-oriented phone and you get fantastic battery life as well with very fast charging speeds of 100 watts too. Plus the OxygenOS 15 experience is definitely something that I appreciate and I completely love on the OnePlus 13R. Then you've also got IP65 rating on the OnePlus 13R, which could have been IP68 or 69, but that's the least of this phone's problems. The biggest problem that I have with the OnePlus 13R is the camera experience was not up to the mark. In my opinion, there are better camera phones in this price range. The Xiaomi 14 CV would be a better option, and there are a couple of other phones that I'm going to talk about as well really soon. But otherwise, if you want a performance beast with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for under 45,000 rupees, you cannot go wrong with this phone. The next phone is the one that we were referring to at the start, the one that has a crazy deal on it right now. And trust me, even at a price under rupees 60,000 or even 70,000, it's definitely worth the deal. But I'll come to that phone. Before that, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Because a lot of you watch our videos but do not subscribe. Please go ahead and do that. Hit that subscription button and give us your support. Alright, so now for that phone, the reveal. The Oppo Find X8. This phone is available for close to 47,500 rupees right now. You must be wondering, hey Ashad, how is that even possible? Wasn't this launched at 70,000 rupees? Well, there is a way to get it for under rupees 50,000. And we actually made a reel on our Instagram page about how to get that deal. So I will link that maybe in the description. It can't come over here, so I'll link that in the description. So definitely go ahead and check that. Also, this is my way of getting you guys to go and check our Instagram page and maybe follow there as well. See what I did? Anyway, the Find X8 for under rupees 50,000 is a fantastic deal. Now, this is a flagship phone which has the latest Dimensity 9400, and you guys are well aware that it is almost as good as the Snapdragon 8 Elite or the Apple A18 Pro. And recently, this phone also received support for running Grid Legends, which is pretty awesome. There are other reasons why I like this phone as well, because it's got a very compact 6.59-inch 1.5K LTPO AMOLED display. It's a gorgeous flat display and great for gaming as well. You also get 4,500 nits of peak brightness and Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection, plus you get IP69 rating too. You also get LPDDR5X RAM type, UFS 4.0 storage, and the battery life on this phone is pretty decent too. The battery inside is a 5630 mAh unit, which is pretty decent in day-to-day usage. Plus you get 80 watt wired charging support too. And that's not it, you also get support for 50 watt AirMOOC wireless charging, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, IP69 wireless charging, all of the flagship features that you can think for under rupees 50,000 with the latest chipset. But you know what, the Find X8 is also a fantastic camera phone, guys. So basically what you get get is a triple 50 megapixel camera setup with a 3x periscope camera and a 32MP selfie camera. And the kind of pictures that we got from the phone are pretty good. It's also good for zoom performance. So compared to the OnePlus 13R, this is definitely a better buy. Now, easily the Find X8 is my top recommendation under 50,000. But if you're a Samsung fan and if you want a Samsung phone, then the Samsung Galaxy S24 FE is not a bad option either. I'm not going into all the details, but you get all of the flagship features that you would expect from a Samsung flagship in this price range. So basically what you get is Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus protection, you get IP68 rating, you get wireless charging support, and of course very slow wired charging support as well. A small battery for 2025 standards, and therefore the battery life is not that great, but the Exynos 2400E is not too bad. Overall, the Samsung Galaxy S24 FE would not be my top recommendation in this price range, but still not a bad choice. A final recommendation would be the iQOO 12, which even today is a fantastic phone under Rs 50,000. Of course, you've got the dependable Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, but the camera setup on the iQOO 12 actually has a proper 3x telephoto camera compared to the iQOO 13, which is a 2x telephoto. And the camera performance is also good on the iQOO 12. Plus, you've got a large battery and the fastest charging speed on a phone in this price range. And yeah, a big, bright, high-resolution display with high refresh rate, 144Hz as well. And the iQOO 12 is available for around 44,000 rupees right now. The problem with it is, of course, FunTouchOS. And the other problem is that the latest iQOO 13 with the Snapdragon 8 Elite can actually be purchased for around 53,000 rupees, making it the most affordable Snapdragon 8 Elite phone. Now, I've not added the iQOO 13 in my best phones under 50,000 because I wanted to be right about it, and technically you can't buy it for under 50,000. It's slightly above 50,000, but if you're spending close to 50,000, then maybe you can spend a little more and splurge for this one instead. Because obviously the iQOO 13 is an upgrade over the iQOO 12 in many aspects, and for that I will just show you a handy chart comparing the differences between the two in front of you to understand what the differences are. So it'll help you. Alright, so how many of you actually knew about this Find X8 deal? Because we found it out recently and we were like, no, that's not possible. It's not happening. It does involve a lot of loops to get the price, but it is worth the effort considering it is a latest flagship. So which one is your favorite phone under 50,000? Let us know in the comments, and I'll come back with more such awesome deals, awesome recommendations, and see you guys soon. Until then, keep tracking and stay safe.